Hi everyone, welcome to the Noble Strength channel. My name is Audrey and today I'm going to be sharing with you some highlights and clips from my trip to Atlanta. So I only live about 2 hours away from Atlanta, and my girlfriends and I just went up there for the weekend. It was a great way to kick off spring break. As some of you may know, I am a school teacher and this is our week of spring break. And so my girlfriends and I went up to Atlanta to check out the Tut Exhibit, and that was so much fun. And we also checked out some new restaurants that we'd never gone to. We did a little bit of shopping, nothing too exorbitant, but we picked up a few items. And so I'm going to share with you some clips of that. But today I'm preparing some lion's mane mushroom. You guys, I have been seeing so much about the benefits of lion's mane mushroom on, social media. So lion's mane is supposed to be really, really good for your memory. It's supposed to have a lot of good cognitive benefits, give you mental clarity, etc. So who doesn't want that as they get older? So I looked all over Augusta looking for some lion's mane mushrooms, and I didn't see it in any of the stores that I typically go to, like Kroger and Sprouts and things of that nature. So when we were in Atlanta, we checked out a health food store and they had some. So we got back yesterday, so this is fresh, and I am going to prepare it, and I'm going to put my own spin on it. So I don't have a recipe necessarily that I can share with you, but I'll just talk about it as I go along in case you want to try it, and I'll let you know how it tastes and how it turned out. But I'm hoping that it is good as it looks on the Instagram post that I've seen. So in the meantime, while I am finishing up prepping the ingredients for what I'm going to make, I want you to check out these highlights from the trip. I'll be narrating over it and I'll be right back. So stick around and make sure you like and subscribe if you have not. Hi, Katrina.
Hi, how are you? Let me check and see if I got some lipstick on.
Hi, Marie.
Look at NC State. We play tonight.
We're representing.
Rep yours.
So here we are in front of the exhibition center in Atlanta where the King Tutankhamun exhibition was taking place. And this was such a fascinating exhibit for me because I've always just been so enthralled with the Egyptian culture. It's just such a mysterious air around an ancient civilization that has artifacts that has survived thousands of years. And for us to be able to see replicas of what were the actual pieces that were found in the King Tut tomb. The tomb was excavated and found in 1922 by archaeologist and Egyptologist Howard Carter. And this exhibit was shown and exhibited from the standpoint of how he found the items and what they looked like. So everything in here was a replica, a scale, an exact replica of what was found when he unveiled and uncovered the tomb. And I just think it's so fascinating, just all of the details and the amount of time that was put into preparing this burial for this king. And each piece they gave such detailed information on. There was audio narration to go along as you went through the exhibit. And of course, there were the curated notes that were alongside of each exhibition piece that you could read about. So it took about maybe 3 hours to go through the entire exhibition. They said it would take about an hour and 30 minutes, but I just wanted to take my time and absorb everything. And like I say, these were all exact replicas of what was found in the tomb. The actual pieces are in museums in Cairo and some museums in England. And like I say, if you are into history, ancient cultures, then this is definitely an exhibit that you would want to go and see. They had everything, like I said, that was in the tomb that was found when Howard Carter discovered it. They had it all there, and they laid it out and talked about it in such detail that it made the exhibition very engaging and exciting and interesting. So I just wanted to share this with you. And this was the latter part of the exhibit where I'm looking at the throne, the chair that he sat in, and or not the actual chair, but a replica of it, and different sandals. These were some headrests that they would use for sleeping, just things that you would find in the home, pieces of furniture, games that they played. Like I say, everything was just so fascinating.
I didn't expect it to be. I didn't expect to learn so much.
Right.
Like, they made sure they reiterated. They gave you all the details about him and his children, his grandma,
Right.
his tia,
Yes.
all the things. I didn't expect to like enjoy it as much.
After the exhibit, we went to Louisiana Bistro. This restaurant was so nice. The atmosphere was nice. If you like a New Orleans style atmosphere and food, you will love this restaurant. I ended up getting the fried okra for appetizer, and for my main course, I ended up getting the red fish with jalapeno grits and corn. And for dessert, we had beignets and carrot cheesecake, but we didn't have room for the carrot cheesecake, so we ended up getting it to go, took it back to the hotel, and yes, it was delicious. Didn't eat it all, but it was so delicious. So here we are in the car the next day after having rested overnight, had a leisure breakfast at the hotel, then we checked out, and now we're on our way to our reservation at this restaurant called Cafe Sunflower, which is a vegan restaurant. No, none of us are vegan. I'm pescatarian and I eat mostly plant-based, and this restaurant was so good. I ended up getting the avocado spring rolls for appetizer, and for my drink I got the super green food drink, which was so delicious. Everything green and yummy was in it. And for my main course, I got the fettuccine alfredo made from cashew sauce, and for dessert we had carrot cake, which we all shared, and it was delicious.
Okay, so tell me about your product you have here.
Okay, I have tiger eyes
Tiger eyes.
for protection. You have blue opal.
Blue opal is really pretty.
Yeah, you have red cornelian. All is my handmade, and you have rose quartz too.
Rose gold, okay.
Rose quartz and everything.
What's
you
it
have
for?
crystal too. You have necklace
Happiness?
for happiness.
Okay, and what was the blue for?
The blue is enjoy.
Enjoy.
Yes.
Well, definitely use blue.
And red cornelian, protection, good luck, healing, and tiger eyes healing is very good crystal. All the crystal is from Africa, Senegal.
Who came up with the design?
Huh?
The design.
The
Who came
design.
up with the-
Okay, the design is represent the peace way. Peace way. Look,
Peace.
okay, peace way is a symbol from my country. 1 year ago, 100 years ago, when you're traveling somewhere, your grandfather or your father or your mom, they give you one symbol, peace way, for you go peace and you back peace.
Okay.
I see.
So like
Yes.
good travel,
Yes.
traveling
Safe travels,
mercy.
be
Yeah,
safe.
for peace, yes, be safe, yes, you know.
Okay,
It's
it's
an
very
emblem.
pretty. All
And you
these.
have coral and sterling silver and turquoise and sterling silver.
And this was
You
your
have
favorite
hematite.
alternative?
I love
You
that
have
one.
red amber and blue turquoise, and this is
beautiful.
agate. Agate. It's a collection African, and this you have red cornelian, and the symbol is peace way too. You see this travel.
You made
Yes.
these also?
Yes, it's sterling silver too.
Sterling silver.
Yeah, you have the earrings and the necklace. All this sterling silver. My tiger eyes crystal.
Tiger eyes.
Yeah, well, hematite, magnet for energy is sent to your bracelet you get, and your turquoise. And you have some earrings, everything.
Everything. And what's
To
the name
Mabo.
of your company?
Mabo
Mabo
from
Jewelry
Senegal, yes.
on Instagram.
Instagram.
Okay, great. Pleasure to meet you.
Okay,
I was
see you.
there at the health food store in Atlanta. I also picked up the lion's mane in capsule form. And so as you can see here, it says good for memory and nerve support. And this is the brand that I got in case you want to get it online. And it says to take 2 capsules once per day. Can be taken with food or on an empty stomach. And so it is gluten-free, vegan, non-GMO, as you can see. But that's what the packaging looks like. So I'm going to make a lion's mane steaks, and I'm gonna cut them up and serve them on some sourdough bread. I'm gonna toast the bread and everything, and then put a little Gouda cheese on it, kind of make it like a steak sandwich. But to go with it on the side, I'm going to have some asparagus. So I just drizzled a little bit of olive oil, and this olive oil is by the brand Lanico. And it's a really good brand. I've tried other infused versions of this olive oil, like the truffle and the rosemary and the basil. So this I'm just tossing with some salt, some pepper, some onion powder, and the olive oil. And now I'm going to transfer that to this baking sheet. So the asparagus is on the baking sheet. I'm gonna put it in the oven. The oven has been preheated to 375, and I'm just gonna bake it, roast it in the oven until it's done. And now, let's check out this lion's mane, guys. It is one of the most unique looking mushrooms I've ever seen in my life. It kind of looks like it's furry. I can see why they call it lion's mane because of all the little hair-like pieces on it. This is a lion's mane. It's been rinsed, and I also have some chopped onions, so I'm going to saute these onions in butter and add a little bit of this barbecue sauce with it because I want to give it some hometown inspired flavor. This is Memphis inspired barbecue sauce, and you guys know I'm from Memphis. And so this is the Kroger brand private selection. It has a balance of sweet and tangy sauce with accents of smoke flavor and rich spices. So once this gets cooked down and kind of caramelized, I'll add a little bit of this, and this is going to be the topping for the mushrooms. And then I picked up some different seasonings that I thought would go good on it. So this is the Tony's, what is this? I can't pronounce that name, but anyway, the Famous Creole seasoning blend, no salt, no MSG. So I'm gonna add that for some flavor. And then I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of this, the steak blend seasonings on that to give it a kind of like a hearty flavor. And I have some pepper, onion powder, and some smoked paprika that I'm gonna sprinkle on there, and just a little bit of salt. Not too much, just a little. And so that's what we're going to kind of sprinkle this with. And I'm gonna get the pans all oiled up, and we're gonna start cooking. So I've got the butter melting over here. I'm gonna add the onions to the butter and get those going. Get those nice and cooking. So I got the lion's mane all seasoned right here with the seasonings. And then over here, I have the onions going. And then I have the George Foreman grill over here. It is heating, the oil is heating up. So I'll be ready to put the lion's mane in just a minute. And I will be putting butter in that cast iron skillet. And then I'm going to brown the sourdough bread that I showed you in there and getting it nice and toasty. So let's check out the onions, see how they're doing. Okay, we want to get them nice and golden is what we want. So the George Foreman grill, it comes with this presser. And so you're definitely gonna need something to press down the mushrooms with, because all of the videos I've seen says that you should compress them. So this came with it, and you wanna press all of the water out, and I'll show you that in just a minute. Let's work on these onions some more, get those nice and cooked. I have it on like medium-high heat right now. All right, so I have the lion's mane on the George Foreman grill, and I am going to just give it a press.
Let it cook for a little bit.
So this is what the mushrooms looks like after I've kind of pressed it once. It's got a lot of water, as you can see, that has cooked out of it. So I definitely need to let that cook down based on everything that I've seen on the videos. And I definitely need to like give that a flip. And I need to compress it from the other side as well. So hopefully a lot of this water will cook off. I know that on some videos I've seen them where they will put it in the oven and let it cook some more. But it looks like chicken breast right now, doesn't it? But we're gonna press it again. Right now I have it on like medium high heat. So I'm gonna let that cook down a little bit. I bet you can smell that in your mind through the screen, can you not? OMG. And these are sweet onions, by the way. And I will be, once that cooks down a little bit more, I will be adding the barbecue sauce. This is how I like for my onions to look. And now I'm gonna add the barbecue sauce to it. I wish you could smell this right now. Oh my goodness. It smells so yummy and delicious. So now I'm gonna put this aside because all I wanted was some oniony barbecue sauce to put on top of the mushrooms. So I'm gonna turn this off and let that just settle. Now let's check out these mushrooms. Just so you know, I did drain the mushrooms. I drained them because there was so much water, you guys. And now I'm gonna flip it again. So you can see there's still a lot of water coming out of them. And so I'm gonna let that cook a little bit more. And I'm gonna put the presser back down. And let that cook for just maybe a couple more minutes. Time to get the asparagus out of the oven. So they're all done. Yum, yum, yum. Let's go. Toast up this bread. Got the butter on there. I think I let the butter get a little too hot because it got a little bit of browning on there. But gonna toast up the bread. The skillet got a little bit too hot there. I probably should have just buttered the bread like this first. So you guys don't do what I did. I wasn't thinking. Let's see if we can correct the mistake. So you can see the butter was too hot because it turned brown. But it should be good. It should still be good. We'll see. So this is the finished and cooked lion's mane mushroom. It looks like chicken breast, does it not? All right, so I'm gonna transfer it to the cutting board to see how it slices, and we're gonna get this on the bread, and we're gonna plate it up and try it out. You guys, I just sampled a small piece of this lion's mane mushroom, and OMG, it is so tasty. This is so good. So I know it's gonna taste even better. Wow, look at that, guys. Look at that. It looks like chicken. And it tastes so good. I'm not gonna tell you it tastes like chicken. It has the flavor of the seasoning, so it has a smoky flavor because that's what I went for. So good. And it's juicy and moist. So I just wanted you to see what it looked like when you slice it, but I'm gonna put it on the bread like this. But I just wanted you to see that. It is such a nice, good piece of mushroom. So now I am going to plate the sandwich and make the sandwich. I have some Chad's smoked Gouda cheese. I picked this up from Kroger today. And so my idea was to use it as a spread. So I'm gonna spread that across the bread. OMG, I am so ready, guys. I am so happy that it turned out the way that it did. It is so flavorful and tasty. All right, so now I'm going to, on the other side, guys, I am gonna put some of these caramelized barbecue onions. OMG. If you could smell all of the different seasonings and flavors, this is going to be too yummy. All right, now, you know I've already sliced my mushroom, but I'm just gonna place it on there like it's just a piece of meat. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And we are going to slice this. Wah, 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 wah. Okay, now I'm gonna put my asparagus on here, guys. And we are going to eat. And the asparagus. Let's top this up. You guys, does this not look yummy? I can't wait to eat, yay! Now I'm gonna let you know how it tastes. So good. I would have to say, for my first time having lion's mane, I am impressed. I really like it. So if you've never had lion's mane mushroom before, I would encourage you to try it. There are plenty of recipes out there. You don't have to use the one that I used, but it's really good. So remember to be a good steward of all that God has given you because he loves us so much. I love you too, and like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye. What did you think?
Very good flavor.
Mm-hmm.